Alright, we got green and red. Sup, guys? And welcome back to another stream. Today we're starting a new game. I'm nervous. A, because there's no sound right now, and that just puts me on edge. Like, anyways. But B, I walked into the room and I was like, oh no. So, alright, how do I pronounce this? How do I pronounce the croissant?
Pyun Pyun?
Pyun Pyun?
Pyun Pyun.
Are you supposed to say it fast? Pyun Pyun? Like, Pyun Pyun!
No, it's like hopping.
Pyun Pyun. Pyun Pyun. Got it. Pyun
It's like
Pyun.
boing.
Huh?
It's like boing, boing, boing.
Boing, boing. Ah.
But Pyun Pyun.
Pyun, pyun. Okay. Pyun Pyun. Heartthrob. Endless Love Bakery. I'm nervous. I'm so nervous. They're all, if these are who I'm working with, I'm nervous. What kind of issues are going to show their face today in my life? That's the question. Anyway, okay, is there anything I should know before I start this?
No.
Okay. That makes me even more suspicious. And last time we played a bakery game, things didn't exactly go the way that you would have assumed they were supposed to go. Except for me, because I assume the worst. So yeah.
Why is...
Let's start. Mainly because I hate that there's no noise. Is there no noise whatsoever?
There should be sound.
Do you hear anything? I don't hear anything. See? Desktop audio. Nothing. Let's see. Maybe once I, open the door. Hello? I'm assuming I'm supposed to talk. We're closed. Are you sure there's...
I think there's supposed to be audio.
Yeah.
Hit Windows, please.
Bap!
Or hit escape, please.
Bap! Oh, there's voice volume? Is there voice acting?
Where is...
Oh, they were muted.
Why was it muted?
Wait, this is different. Let's
go back to main menu.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This really changes the vibe of everything.
Actually, I need to adjust the volume real quick. I wonder why the mute was default on.
Oh, that's weird.
Because, yeah, when I tested this yesterday, I thought it was no sound. On this part. I didn't actually start the game.
We would have missed out on this. That's so sad. Alright, okay, let's get into it. Something weird was going on, and I'm here for it.
Yeah, I don't know why mute was the default setting.
Here we go! Okay, so I do have to read. I wasn't sure, because they did say voice acting, didn't they? Or voice something.
But maybe they have, voice blips.
Oh, yeah. Like, there's just little sounds recorded or something, or, laughs.
That.
Yeah. Hello? We're closed! Oh. Oh. No, please go away! I can't, I can still call someone, wait, 911? Okay, those eyes, though. That was kind of intense. What is your name? You know, I feel like it's not often that I get to pick my name, but I think I'll probably just go with the classic coffee, just to, because why not?
Sure.
Are you done fiddling?
Yeah.
Okay, did you click in?
Yeah.
Okay. Do I just... Coffee. No. Coffee. That's 2 E's, right?
Yeah.
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 Why are you asking? Alright, let's go! Do I just... Okay. Oh, that's nice. Do I type or... Is there a thing? Do I... Oh! Okay, wait, so is this a clicky game? Do you want me to do they, them since you're here too?
This is up to you. You can go ahead. You did coffee. Not
That's
soda
true, I'm playing. She, her. Thanks, game. I like the little mouse dude. Look at him. Oh, you guys can't see my mouse. Look at the little mouse guy. Okay.
Maybe you should turn on the mouse.
It would look something like this. Wow, there goes Coffee. She sure is great. Gotta love her. Oh my gosh! Stop! Is this correct? Yes. Oh, look, Coffee. Welcome to the bakery. Your bakery. My cottagecore dreams are coming true.
You still haven't recognized anything?
Am I supposed to?
Mm.
Is this... This isn't the other bakery, is it? Is it? It's not the most popular, but hey, maybe you'll make some new friends. Best of luck! Now I'm suspicious. You walk into the bakery and shut the door behind you. The pastries you made yesterday still sit untouched on the spotless display. There isn't even a single fool. Why is my mouth blurring everything? There isn't even a single fingerprint on the glass. You look around to see yesterday's cleaning completely intact. Not a speck of dust. Or a hint of life. You breeze through your daily morning routine of prepping the bakery, and after a quick 15 minutes, you turn on your neon sign and officially declare the place open. Though at first you decide to relax behind the counter, it isn't long before you're scouring the building, trying to see if there's any work you can do that isn't waiting for customers. You sigh. Nothing. You slump down on your bar stool as you wait for your 2 regulars to show. Well, technically 3 if you count the person that delivers your ingredients. As the minutes and inevitable hour drones on, you wonder to yourself how you got to this point. When you first opened your bakery, you saw a fairly decent number of customers. Nothing too special, but you could see the potential. That was until... Night!
This is the other bakery.
Oh my gosh! What does that mean?
The one that was Bonnie's rival.
So does that mean that we're human? That means that we're human, right?
Well, technically all of them are human.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm buckling in for this roller coaster. Everybody, keep your hands and feet inside of the ride at all times. This is gonna be a wild one. Am I gonna murder people? Because there was another murderer running around. Bonnie's Bakery. You shake your head rapidly, trying to rid of your nagging thoughts. Whatever. I should just be focusing on my own bakery. Maybe I should ham up the advertising a little more. Oh my gosh, we have a website! You pull up your phone and start scrolling through your business's social media page. You glance at your handle and immediately cringe. It's a bit long. Okay, how should I read this? What? Do you have an advertising voice?
mean, kind of.
Do you want to do it?
No.
Okay. It's Pyun.
Yeah.
Pyun Pyun, heart-throbbing, endless love bakery. At the time, you thought the flashy garish name would at least draw in some curious onlookers, but alas, all it did was make it a pain to look up your bakery in the search engines. You've been making frequent posts as well, pictures of the freshly made desserts, funny little bakery puns, polls for people to vote on, etc. The posts haven't been getting any likes since last week, but you type up something anyways. Polls always got some engagement at least. What's everyone's favorite ice cream flavor? Chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, other. I don't like ice cream. Oh, do I have to pick?
Or you have to hit confirm.
I do. Whoa, interactive. You sigh and you click the send button before resting your head against the counter. You dread the thought of doing nothing, but you staring at your screen again today. When suddenly you hear a notification go off from your phone. L plus ratio?
Yeah.
Is that supposed to mean something?
I don't know. It's some sort of internet.
Is this a lingo that I don't understand? Alright, do you want to be that guy?
No.
No, I should be them? Okay. I don't know what kind of attitude they have, though. On my lunch break right now, what are you doing? Is that me? Not much. What's for lunch? Cup of noodle. You should be eating something healthier. I think that this is the 100th time you're eating instant ramen. Eaten. LMAO. I'm not old! No! They taste good and are easy to make. I can make you food to take to work. How's your day going? Same as usual, nothing interesting. Don't worry, once I'm off work, I'll be running over to your bakery. Leah? Or Lee?
Yeah, I think.
Leah's. Here to save the day. LOL. Saving the day makes it sound like I'm in danger or something.
Or Leia. Could be Leia.
Boredom is super dangerous, man. You'd know how many people say that they're dying from boredom? LOL. Oop. My way of reading these makes me laugh. 5 minutes left of lunch break. Gotta chug the noodles, shabai. A smile forms around your lips and you snicker to yourself. You can't wait for... What are we going with?
Your choice.
Leah?
Sure.
Shift to end. You're not looking forward to hours of doing nothing again today, but Leah's message brightens your mood. On the other hand, her moves seem to have dampened a bit. Quite literally. I spilled the soup on my pants. No! You and Leah exchange a rapid back and forth, and so you're so engrossed in your conversation that you fail to hear the ring of the doorbell as another customer walks in. But it isn't long before the customer makes himself known. It's the guy from the library! I think. Right? Wasn't he a library?
No.
No. Did we kidnap him?
Yes.
We eat him!
This is one of the missing posters.
Oh my gosh. This is weird to be on this side. To get to personally know my victims. This is weird. It makes me almost feel bad.
Here's a hint. All the people on the front were the people from the missing
I didn't notice. Okay, you're gonna be Ron Weasley. I mean, you're gonna be Ron...
Gaseta?
It's a G.
Gaseta.
Gaseta. Alright!
Is this the kind of service I should be expecting from this Is this the kind of service I should expect from this establishment? No wonder you have no customers.
It's kind of rude, but okay. Ooh! And it's food critic? Oh no! Okay. You groan internally. Though he had been popping up in here and though he had been popping in here and there recently, you really didn't expect this customer to keep returning, not even as infrequently as he currently was. You didn't really know if you could call him a customer, since he seemed to always have more complaints than orders. Ron, to what do I owe this pleasure?
Referring to the customer by their first name? Gonna have to dock another point off for that.
It's like a cozy thing to do. What are you talking about? Rude? Did you want something, or did you just come here to complain again?
How rude. I'm merely offering my critiques. This benefits you more than it benefits me. Perhaps I won't be ordering anything at all.
Maybe I should put up a no loitering sign.
Amusing as always. Well, you do know my order by now, don't you? Get to it.
He sounded pretty confident about you knowing his order by now. So it must be one of his regular orders, right? You tried to rack your brain for any clues, but all you can remember are the countless complaints and grievances he had with, well, everything you did, honestly. You had a few guesses, but you weren't really sure. What was it again? Oh no! How am I supposed to know? Oh, is this a dating game? But like with customers. Chestnut mousse, chocolate cake, roll cake. Okay, I feel like chestnut mousse.
The only thing I can remember from him is that we kidnapped him when he was going to pick up an anime figure.
Yeah, we did. He's giving off, oh, is this going to be rude to some people? He's giving off snooty vibes. And so that makes me think that perhaps he's going to go for something that the average person wouldn't go for, aka chestnut mousse. Not saying if you like that, you're not normal, but I'm just saying different than the average probably order. That makes sense.
Except for he does like magical girls.
What does that have to do with cake?
Well, that's
a normal thing?
That's a normal genre.
Okay. Oh, you mean like it's not some kind of specialty anime or something?
Yeah.
I mean, if anything, we'll just have to play again, right? Isn't that how these games work, right?
Kind of.
Okay, I'm guessing this one.
This is absurd. How could you forget my order? It's so simple. All I want is one order of lovey-dovey magical combo macarons. Is that too much to ask for?
That wasn't an option! That wasn't an option. I was set up. You recoil at the name of your macaroons being said out loud in that... What? Say it again.
Macarons.
Dang it. You recoil at that... Please don't hate me.
These are the ones with feet.
I like the ones with coconut. That is a macaroon.
Yes.
The ones that have feet or macarons.
Yeah.
Okay. Macaron. Got it. You recoil at the name of your macarons being said out loud, and that feeling brought back a memory from the first time he visited your bakery. At first, you were thrilled because somebody had finally ordered something. The excitement quickly vanished once the scathing comments started rolling in. I apologize, Mr. What are we going with?
Gaceta.
I apologize, Mr. Garceta.
Gaceta.
It appears I've forgotten.
Forgotten? How could you forget? I order the lovey-dovey magical combo macarons twice as much as I order everything else.
I really do feel like I should remember that just because of how long it is.
Well, if everything is named like that.
Well, okay, yeah. If I recall correctly, you only ordered everything else once.
Exactly.
Oh. As if his attitude wasn't bad enough already, you're suddenly hit with the realization that you haven't needed to make macarons.
Macarons.
Macarons. I had it right!
No, you!
Macarons! Since opening day. You've even cut down on the number of flavors that you sell since customers are sparse. You hope that he settles for ordering something else on the menu today.
What is on the screen?
How foolish of you. Oh.
Well, what are you waiting for then?
What do you mean?
Tell me how long the wait will be. I'll come back to get them.
Wow, dedicated. Normally, I ask for pre-orders at least 3 days in advance.
3 days? You must mistake me for a man with a lot of free time.
I need to make 24 macarons.
Yes.
So I can only take you one.
The more you ask, the more you make me doubt myself.
It's an infection.
It's certainly not 3 days unless... Ah, yes, of course. We're talking about all the other orders you have to prepare. Yes, they will take a long time to complete, won't they?
Is he being rude? I feel like he's being rude.
I feel like he's being sarcastic.
Like he's being rude. You bite your lip to stop yourself from saying anything unnecessary. He's a customer. He's a customer. You breathe in deeply, then crack your face
into a
stiff smile. Okay, I thought it was gonna be like, okay. Your order will have the highest priority, Mr. Gasita.
Whatever you want to go with. You're the one who's going to be.
I will make it for you as fast as I can.
Though usually, I guess it could be. Excellent. I will return tonight to pick up my order.
Your fake smile erodes slightly. Tonight, sir?
Yes, I expect great things. Here, take my business card. Send me a message when my order is ready.
What is the food connoisseur? You hold the business card in your shaky hands with disbelief. Connoisseur. Before you could even retort, he was out the door, smug as ever. You go straight to the kitchen and scream into a baking dish. What was he thinking? He wanted you to make 24 macarons in a few hours? It was unreasonable, but you had no choice but to go through with the order. A sale was a sale after all, and you needed the money.
They do it all the time on baking.
I was thinking that. I was like, they do it on, the bake-off shows and stuff. You walk over to the sink and clean the dish that you just screamed into and reminded yourself that violence is bad. At least you had something to do now while you waited for Leah. Besides, you have an employee. When you first moved here, you figured you would need some extra help running the bakery. Just one employee, nothing big. But paying someone to do nothing adds up pretty quickly. Finally, you'd be able to give him something useful to do. His shift would be starting soon, so the two of you would be able to handle this monstrous order together. Ah, that must be him. Mahoney? Mahoney? Are you coming in today? Do you want to be Mahoney?
Yeah. Feeling a little unwell, but I will keep you updated.
Sorry, paycheck will be a little late.
That's okay. Hello, Coffee. I'm afraid I won't be able to come in for work today.
That's kind of understandable.
No, I think these are from previous days.
Oh, I
This
think
sounds like
they're
a
quitting.
Or tomorrow. Or any upcoming days ever.
What? What do you mean? I could really use the help today. Are you quitting? Question mark. I mean, we're not like, you know, the most promising bosses. I feel like maybe that one would be like my actual instinct. Would be like, what? Why? You know, or like, what do you mean? What do you think?
It's up to you.
I think that one. What? What do you mean?
I would really prefer to talk in person. Sorry, if you have the time today, could you meet me at the cafe nearby?
I have to close up shop then. I really don't have the time to. If you're quitting, ... I mean, I guess technically I don't have the time to, right? Because I gotta fill the order.
Well, yeah, it's up to you.
Oh, I don't like making that. But at the same time, I feel like he's quitting. But he said he wanted to talk about it in person. If you're quitting, can't you at least put in your 2 weeks notice?
Sorry for the inconvenience. I promise I have a good explanation. Please meet me at the cafe.
Okay. Fine, but I'm docking your pay. Okay.
It's up to you.
Okay, I don't know if I have time though. I would follow up with, okay, well, I have to finish an order first. Of course, you would pick today of all times. Let's see, the cafe, huh? If I remember correctly, it should be... Oh, is my phone buzzing? Is that what that means? Look at my background! Okay, so that's messaging, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
This must be a map. Cute! Pick your destination. The cafe is a local coffee shop. It's a nice place to wind down and relax.
Let's look at the other ones before we...
The library! The library is a building that houses books for the public. You should visit there more often. The bistro. The Italian bistro is a small restaurant that is great for casual dining. That's my bakery. Oh, hey, it's your bakery. I'm sure it'll gain popularity eventually once they arrest that dastardly Bonnie. Town hall. The town hall is an important building used for important meetings. The school, despite the sign, this is...
shul.
Oh, shul. Despite the sign, this is actually a school, not a shul. Someone really should get that sign fixed. And 6-Eleven. That's funny. The 6-Eleven is a convenience store chain that sells food and drinks. It is open for a very long time.
Does anything happen if we put it down where Bonnie's bakery is? No.
No. Oh, wait, what's this place?
Oh, the arcade.
An arcade has many games for people to play. Kids, teens enjoy congregating there.
Yeah, that's where Mr. Bear worked, remember?
Yeah. I'm shocked that it doesn't let me look at. Wait, no. So I guess I'm just supposed to go to the cafe, right?
So you can't click the church.
Whoa.
Whoa!
What did it say?
Say, like, not here? I think.
Click everywhere.
Click down by Bonnie's then. No. Not yet. What did you click?
I don't know. Should I click again?
I don't know.
Really intense. I think I clicked over here. Okay.
Here.
Okay. Okay. Time to go to the cafe, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Yes. Oh, this is really freaking cute. Oh my gosh! Everything in this town is food themed, though. Did you notice that? Like, we literally have a library, an arcade, and then the town hall, and everything else has, like, food and drinks involved. Is that normal? Is that what most towns are like?
Kinda.
I guess. Anyway. You walk into the cafe at a brisk pace and sit down at the table, impatiently waiting for your soon-to-be former employee to arrive. Are we not going to cook the cookies? I feel like we should maybe do that, but okay. If he didn't have a good explanation for this, you would be sure to blacklist him from your bakery forever. Here's a flyer of our limited items during the festival. Be sure to visit us. A festival? That's different. The barista takes out a paper from the stack that he's holding and places it onto your table. Festival? Do you want to take over the barista?
I guess.
I thought it was a girl because barista. I thought it was baristo if it was a dude. Is that not how those words work?
Drink coffee.
That's true.
The food festival happens every year. Are you new around here? Can't imagine anyone visiting Woodstown for anything but the festival.
Ooh. I haven't been here long, no.
Well, you got here just in time to enjoy one of the only good things about this place.
Oh. The barista saunters off with a hearty laugh. You take a moment to glance over the flyer. Here's some coffee. Limited time food fest drinks. Festival. Berry blast coffee. Fruit and coffee. Crazy. Crazy. And festive cobbler?
You put peppermint in your coffee.
So? That makes sense. And occasionally, not all the time. Can I pick one? You think? I don't know if I have money. Apparently I can't. Is the festival cobbler a drink? It said food and drinks, right? I think. Limited time, like food and drink items?
I don't know. I
My
wasn't paying
brain.
attention.
Before you can ponder the menu any further, the cafe
Bubble
door
tea.
opens and you quickly find yourself in some very sheepish company. I saw that when we first got here. They also look like they have matcha tea. You like matcha tea?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like most tea.
You do like most teas.
Just don't like coffee.
Oh my gosh. This is the employee that I had? He looks different than what I imagined.
Thank you for meeting with me.
I love your outfit. Employee. Your employee.
Didn't even learn your employees.
No.
Your employee's name.
No, wait. This is Mahoney. Yeah. A customer came in with a large order today, so make it quick.
Oh, I'm sorry.
If you're really sorry, then come help.
I can't do that.
Are you sick? Why not? He sits there nervously, unable to look you in the eyes. His complexion is unusually pale today. For a moment, you're worried that you unintentionally bullied the ill.
I'm getting out of here.
Okay. What?
It's for personal reasons.
Personal reasons? Like what?
I can't stay. It's very personal.
Okay. This is what you wanted to meet me for? So you could tell me that you couldn't tell me anything?
I thought I'd say goodbye in person.
You gulp. Have you just bullied a sick and dying man? My brain just... He's dying. He's clearly what's happening here. Did you really need the help that badly? Goodbye.
I'm moving.
Your tense shoulders ease as you slump into your seat, releasing the breath that you didn't know that you were holding. Don't do that to me, dude. You almost gave me a heart attack. Never mind. You're moving, you say?
Yeah, it's somewhere safer.
Safer? You haven't been here for too long, but you don't know the town too... So you don't know the town too well. Is crime here really that bad? You sigh internally, chalking this up to another reason why you shouldn't have moved. You push the thought aside for now, since you have more pressing issues to worry about. Well, at the very least, you can help me with this order before you go, right? I can't believe this.
I'm sorry. I hope the big order isn't too difficult.
Oh, yeah. No worries. It will be easy, because big orders are well known throughout the lands to be easy to prepare. Your now former employee lets out an almost too genuine sigh of relief.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I almost thought I left you at a bad time.
Get out of here.
Got it.
And just like that, your first and last and only employee walked out of the door, leaving you alone with 24 macarons to make by yourself. Great.
Doesn't understand sarcasm.
No. He was quite adorable,
I
though.
understand.
Very cute old man. Just trying to avoid getting cannibalized. You know, I get it. It seems like the size of the order isn't going to be your only issue. I mean, I hate to be that guy, but like, I've never cooked macarons. I've never baked macarons before. So I don't know how complicated they are or how long they take. But like, wouldn't it be better just to get it started? like we keep being like, it's gonna take us so long, and then not doing anything about it.
It's 24, right?
Yeah,
so
isn't
24.
Yeah, isn't that
So
a
then-
normal recipe, or you double the recipe maybe?
So then that means you have to make 48 cookies.
Yeah, it's a lot, but I mean, gotta do it. That's literally what a bakery's for.
No, yeah, the hard part is removing the air.
Yeah, that's what I've seen in the shows, is they'll be like, oh, there's the feet didn't form or whatever, you know? Yeah.
You have to let them sit out so that air comes out of the
Yeah. Fun fact, I don't like macaroons.
macarons.
Macarons. I was doing so well. I don't like macarons. I don't like macarons. I like macaroons. I don't like macarons because, I don't know. They're very pretty. They're very pretty. Very aesthetically pleasing to look at. But I'm not a frosting person. And I feel like they mainly taste of frosting.
Well, it's because the cookie
Frosting.
dough is basically just frosting that you cook.
Yeah, I don't like frosting. It seems like the size of the order isn't going to be your only issue. Since you haven't had many customers, you've been neglecting to restock your ingredients. In particular, you haven't found the need to purchase almond flour again. Normally, I would be disappointed in myself, but I think I'll blame Ron for this one. You could blame Ron all you want, and you really wanted to, but that wasn't going to help you get any almond flour. You grumble for a bit, wondering what to do before remembering that you still have a lifeline. And all you had to do was make one quick text. I hope this isn't too last minute. Hello, it looks like I'm running low on almond flour. Again.
No, that was just flour.
Oh, sorry. I'm running low on flour again. You can be the delivery driver. You want me to be the delivery driver? Understood. I'll place an order for you. Thank you. Hello, I realize this is sudden, but would I be able to express order a bag of almond flour? Of course. How soon do you need it? Sometime today, as soon as possible, please. Oh, understood. I'll be right over. You sigh in relief and begin preparing the other ingredients. Even with the express order, it should still take a while before they get here. That's what you thought anyway. But barely 30 minutes later, you hear the door swing open with a crash, followed by a very polite oops. Abby... Brunette? Brunette? What kind of voice do I want to do for her? I'm not sure. Coffee, I got your order. She seems nice. Abby Brunette.
Yeah, she's
Food
the rabbit.
Delivery truck driver. Huh?
She's the rabbit we kidnapped. Whose sister also went missing, but we were like, I don't remember kidnapping the sister. It was the first one that we heard that was like, wait a second, is
somebody
there
else is
another
murderer.
murderer?
Somebody else. Competition! Back off!
Got competition in bakery and competition in the
murders. Everybody wants to be everybody else's dream job, apparently. Oh, thank you, Abby. You're out of breath. I got here as fast as I could. Sorry to make you rush like that. It's fine. Actually, sorry as well. Huh? You look down at her hands to see them clutching a very full-looking 611 bag.
611.
It's
like 7-Eleven.
611 bag. She sheepishly pulls out many small packs of raw almonds. Is that how almond flour works? I just grind it?
I mean, you can.
They said that it would take a day for the shipment of almond flour to come in, but I heard you can make it, so... You look down at the bags of almonds and then back at her. It was inconvenient, but it was still better than nothing. And you've made almond flour before. It wasn't a huge deal.
I think you also have to boil the almonds. I've only made almond flour like once.
Hey there, bakers on the internet. Let us know. Just takes a little time. Wait, just a little time consuming. You silently curse your former employee, Ron, for bailing on you before making your way to the
employee,
kitchen.
Not Ron.
Oh shoot! Right. What was the employee's name?
We didn't know. We did. Well,
no.
yeah,
Yes,
Mahoney.
we did. Mahoney and Ron. Thanks again, Abby. I'll take it from here. You really came in clutch. Sorry again. It's fine, really. You've been a great help. It'll probably take a while to make almond flour by yourself, right? I can help. It's my fault for not bringing you the right thing. You have a feeling that she'd be kicking herself on the way back if you reject her help now. And an extra hand in the kitchen would be useful. Well, making almond flour isn't too hard. If you aren't too busy right now, would you be able to lend me a hand? Of course! Great! Let's get to it then. Abby grabs a handful of the almond bags and makes her way into the kitchen. You show her where the bowls and other utensils are, then go back to grab the rest of the almonds. As you're making your way back, into the kitchen, you hear a loud bang, bang. Whoa! You tighten your grip on the rest of the bags and run into the kitchen. Abby, is everything... Is that how you're supposed to do it?
I don't think so.
Bang! Bang, 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 bang! You see Abby absolutely thrashing one of the bags of almonds with a rolling pin. She looks at you and stops. Oh, sorry. I was trying to think of a quieter way to do it. Oh, no, you're fine. You try to keep a straight face once you figure out that this is her attempt at making almond flour. If you laugh right now, she definitely knows that she was doing it wrong. While you're trying to think of a good response, Abby looks back at the crushed almonds and prepares to give it another whack. I just realized that there's no one at the counter to greet customers! Could you go up front and keep watch? I'd really appreciate that. Of course! She dashes off to the register with a clueless smile as you empty the crushed almond bits into a bowl. They haven't been prepped in the slightest, so you probably couldn't use them for flour.
I also think you have to remove the skin, if I remember right.
But she went through all the effort to help you with these, so you decided to incorporate them into the decorations later. For now, though, you had a bunch of macaroons. Damn it! They should be my greatest enemy! Macaroons! Macarons! 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 Macarons!
Yeah, that sounds more French.
That's true. French people. I got to channel my inner French person that I don't think I have any inside of me.
I thought you had some.
I think I do, actually. Which is weird. Anyway, for now, though, you had a bunch of macarons and some almond flour to make. I'll get it. Oh. Hello, Mr. Gazzetta? Is that what we're going with? Gazzetta?
Whatever you want to go
Gazzetta?
with.
Gazzetta?
You're the one who's going to have to say it.
Well, I keep thinking like gato. You know, like cat, gato. Hello, Mr. Gazzetta. Your order is now ready for pickup. Please arrive at your earliest possible convenience. Sincerely, Coffee. Aw, man, is he gonna die? Did I go through all this? You set your phone down and practically collapse onto your stool. He better come back for his order. Oh, Coffee! Someone's here!
Depends. Is this the day that he is getting his anime figure?
Yeah, we should have asked.
That he had to beg the guy to let him have one.
Yeah.
Because they weren't supposed to sell them anymore.
Yeah. What? Was he waiting for my text or something? You walk out of the kitchen expecting to see Ron's smug face enter from the door, but instead you see one of your only other regulars. The detective. He looks haggard, but not any more than usual. You always wonder if he just got out of bed whenever he visits. Without greeting you, or Abby, he scans the menu board behind you. After an awkward moment of silence, you hear him mumble something under his breath.
Coffee.
That's my name. Ooh, Abe?
Pardan.
Abe Pardan, detective. Oh, right. One black coffee, coming up. You make your way over to the coffee machine and glance back towards the tired detective. Apparently, he's been in charge of solving some pretty heavy cases. Though it's unconventional, you appreciate the fact that he spends his free time coming to your bakery and giving you patronage instead of reading books or whatever it is he does for fun.
It is reading books. When we hunt him.
Did he go to the library?
Yeah, literally he went cafe, library, And then he just walked around town.
Yeah. I don't read a lot of books, per se. I read a lot of stuff on the internet. That's all you need to know. But I don't read a lot of books. He's a pretty easy customer and isn't usually one for conversation.
And then he shot us.
What?
I said then he shot us.
And then he shot us. That was fun. You always find it a little awkward interacting with him, though. Here you are. You place the cup on top of his table with a clink. After you take a few steps back, he grasps the handle of the cup and brings it close to his lips. You watch him blow steam off the brew and wondering whether you should try to strike up some small talk. You decide not to since he seems preoccupied. Not only that, but what kind of conversation would you even start with this guy anyways? I'm great at that! I talk non-stop, so first of all, I like your glasses, man. Like, those sunglasses or prescription? And then he responds. And then You look towards Abby for some sort of advice, but she's too focused on diligently watching for other customers. The clock ticks away slowly as Abe sips on his coffee. You wonder what feels like ages of... After what feels like ages of silence and sipping, Abe looks up at you.
Thank you.
Well, look at his eyes. They're open. The magic of coffee. The magic of me. Huh?
For the coffee.
Oh, right. Was that him asking you to leave him alone? Were you staring too much? Should you have gone off to do something else? Rather than agonizing over these questions for any longer, you decide to push through and make some light conversation after all. You were sure Leah would be here soon, any second now, and you wanted to make the time fly as fast as you could. Would you like something to eat with that? More silence. Was that the wrong thing to ask? Should you have asked him about one of his cases instead? He probably couldn't tell us. But that could get into some pretty heavy territory, and you weren't sure you felt like dealing with that. As you're about to turn away and retreat to the kitchen, Abe snaps out of his thoughts.
No, thank you.
Understood. Just as you go to enact your escape plan, you hear a familiar voice call out to you.
Beep, beep.
Coffee, what's up? You miss me? I'm supposed to be Leah, right? Yeah. Leah Bog! There's 2 G's.
Bodeg.
Oh, childhood best friend. Leah Bodeg. Leah, so you were able to savage the noodles.
Swole.
What? Oh, she's swole? Yeah.
This is the dog.
Oh, yeah, because of the hair. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So now
we have everyone.
we have...
Not only does Bonnie kill people, but she kills everyone close to me? Rude!
Everyone who's ever gone into your store.
Oh, dare she? Wait, is that why? I was kind of wondering what made her choose those people out of everyone. I mean, the detective kind of makes sense because, you know, he's getting close. But everyone else was kind of a mystery. Well, I guess I'm going to have to kill her, so... I'm so sorry. Hey, at least you're here now. I can make you all the food you want. You want a big meal to make up for the lost lunch, right? Nah, you don't have to do all that. Are you sure? I can give you a little discount if money is what you're worried about. Hey, you're not doing so good on money yourself. I'm okay. I bought myself a sandwich after work. What? My pastries aren't good enough for you? What? You heard me? Not ordering anything is a crime here. Either get a pastry or get out. Fine, I suppose. Leah looked over the cabinet of pastries and pointed to the strawberry cute shortcake. Give me one of these then. Okay, I'll go get that for you. Let's see. The pastry cabinet is that way, right? Because I mean that's the only option. But over here. How do we not know which one's? This is my bakery. This one. Oh wow, they're so pretty. This one I'm guessing, right?
Yeah, that looks like strawberry shortcake.
Yep. Ooh, it's so good, man. You never disappoint. You haven't even eaten it yet. I don't have to eat it to know that it's gonna taste great. You roll your eyes dramatically, but your annoyed front is hardly convincing with that goofy smile plastered on your face. And what are you doing behind the counter? This isn't your bakery, bud. It's the best place to sit. Yeah, just eat your food already. While Leah's scarfing down the pastry, you notice Abby shifting off to the side. Oops, sorry, Abby. You two haven't met yet, right? This is Leah, one of my regulars. Your favorite regular? Yeah, sure. It's nice to meet you. I'm Abby. I deliver the ingredients to coffee. Cool. I'm Leah, and I eat the ingredients for coffee. Just the ingredients? The three of you chat idly as Abe continues to sip his coffee. So, Abby, was it? Give it to me straight. Is it easy working with coffee? Oh, yes, she's quite pleasant. Of course, you have good taste, but something's bothering me. Huh? I don't see you with a pastry. You loitering or something? No, I was just... You heard coffee earlier. Either you get a pastry or get out. I'm sorry, I didn't think... It's okay, Abby. You don't need to buy anything. Abby breathes a sigh of relief, but it isn't long before you exhale loudly yourself. No, I understand. You don't like my baking. You turn away dramatically and sniffle. Wow, Abby, I can't believe you just made coffee cry on purpose with malicious intent. No, I didn't mean it like that. The both of you snicker as Abby begins fumbling around for the right words to say.
I also did not order a pastry.
Oh, looks like you'll need to get out of here too, bud.
If those are the rules.
Abe makes his way towards the door and Abby glances at him, wondering if she should follow suit. I feel like a lot of people in this town don't get sarcasm. Wait! Sorry, guys, we were just joking. What? You guys? Abby's expression quickly shifts from frazzled concern to an angry pout. She turns away from you and puffs out her cheeks. What is Abe doing? What is he doing?
He's going to go look at the pastries.
Next time you order from me, I'm going to upcharge you by... Is it 50%? That's a lot! What? Hey, Leah was in on it too. Don't pin it all on me. I don't know what you're talking about. I never wronged Abby. Don't try to pull me down with you on this sinking ship. You traitor. In the midst of the banter, you hear the door open and Ron waltzes in with his head held high. Your expression flattens. Abby clears her throat once she realizes that the mood has shifted, and Leah withholds whatever witty response she was going to say.
I am here for my order.
You're a bit late, Mr. Oh, shoot. What was I going by? Garcieta?
There's no R.
Garcita. That's right. You're a bit late, Garcita. Garceta?
Garceta?
Names are
hard. Because I would go E.
We're going to be closing soon, but yes, here they are after many hours of baking. You watch as Ron paces over to the counter. He looks down at his order and shakes his head.
Very sloppy. Your presentation is abysmal.
What?
You're lucky I'm here. These macarons are all different sizes. No consistency. What are you doing for the last few hours? Perhaps I should have given you a full day after all.
He grabs one of the macarons and takes a bite out of it. Hey, you haven't paid for that yet.
What do you take me for? Of course I'm going to pay for it.
He contemplates the flavor on his palate before turning to you again.
At least there's some redeeming qualities of this misshapen mess. The taste gets a pass.
He's such a jerk. You silently curse Ron's existence as you bring him up at the register. If you thought that you were fuming, though it was nothing compared to the dirty look Leah was giving Ron. Stop, Leah. Do nothing. Join in with Leah. I'm leaning towards do nothing. I feel like I shouldn't join in because he is a customer.
He's your best customer, supposedly.
Yeah. So you're thinking I should stop, Leah?
Stop.
Fine! Alright, Leah. Calm down. Just as Leah stands up from her seat, you put a reassuring hand on her shoulder. She looks up at you in indifference at first, but you shake your head. Oh, in defiance, sorry. Begrudgingly, she sits back down. I didn't know that she was going to threaten him. I thought she was just glaring. I'll keep that in mind, sir. Is there anything else I can get for you?
I'm sure no one else will buy these because of their imperfection. Just add them all to my order.
You blink, showing him the price before completing the sale. I'll make your order much more expensive. Are you sure?
Expensive? Please. I spent more on a toothbrush. Consider it charity for the less fortunate.
Though you didn't appreciate the dig at your finances, you did appreciate the extra cash.
Soon did I.
As you're finished...
Soon did I!
I don't care! Don't be rude! As you finished wrapping up the macarons, you see Leah staring at Ron with more amusement now than animosity. Before Ron has a chance to walk away with his order, you see Leah smirk. Leah uncovers her mouth and coughs slightly. Her coughing increases in volume. As it does, you can hear a very faint word muffled between the sounds of fake throat issues. Ron freezes in place. For a moment, you worry the situation is going to escalate, but your worries are quickly extinguished when you hear him mumble something.
Not a...
What's that?
I'm not a loser.
Guys, this is a bakery. Abby stifles a chuckle while Abe seems generally unconcerned with the whole affair. You're surprised at how quickly he went from being an annoying, pompous customer to a 10-year-old child. Ron stomps up to Leah, jabbing his index finger into her shoulder.
I'm a highly respected connoisseur of food, and I will be treated as such.
Wow. Say what?
What?
Got him. I rest my case, Your Honor. At this point, even you can't stop yourself from chuckling slightly, and Leah takes this on as a sign to continue doing what she does best. Making fun of people. You know, if you think about it, anyone can be a food connoisseur if they eat enough food.
That's not how it works.
I've eaten here more times than you can count, though, so I'm probably like a mega connoisseur compared to you.
No, you're not. I have an officiation and years of training and a highly developed palate.
Wow. I've developed a few palates in my days. It's not that hard.
What does that even mean?
The two continue sending jabs back and forth. Though it's wildly amusing to you, Ron is clearly becoming more and more frustrated.
I don't need to deal with this.
Ron storms out of the bakery, muttering about his multitudes of qualifications. You, Abby, and Leah all glance at each other before immediately bursting into laughter. Abe's smiling. After the commotion settles down, you begin chatting idly with Leah, Abby, and very rarely Abe until the closing time eventually rolls around. What a nice day. Except for my employee. But everything else, what a nice day. As Abby and Abe pay for their food, you notice Leah outside staring at the bakery sign. You clean up and make your way over to her. Something wrong? I feel like something's a little off. You think so? You glance at the direction of the bakery and take a moment to think. Yeah, maybe it's... Why'd you hit save? Are we out of time?
Just in case we only have one option. There are 3 highlighted things.
Right? You did hit save?
I hit quick save.
Okay. So we can either say the sign, the window, or this mysterious piece of paper. I'm kind of leaning towards the mysterious
also,
piece of paper.
Also, is the garbage can also?
And the garbage can!
Like what?
I kind of want to know what this is.
Alright.
Boop.
That's why I saved, so we can just hit quick load, and then we'll be right back.
A note? Looks like someone didn't throw it away properly. Should I show this to Leah? Yeah, why not? Well, do I get to read it if I say no?
We'll just hit yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say if I'm
I
hanging out with a
literally
friend.
hit quick save because
yes!
we can.
I found this. Garbage?
Yeah. The mouse has a little monocle now. Or a magnifying glass.
Mode. Oh, that's neat. It looks like it says something... Cow? White? Cat? Rat? Hey, what's wrong with cows? I'm not the one who wrote it. Okay. Should I look at the garbage can next?
Yeah, sure.
The trash can. Should I show this to Leah? Okay, sure. Look at this trash can, Leah! I can't believe someone would litter. Wow. You should throw away your garbage. You should throw your garbage away properly, Coffee. It's not mine! I'm kidding. Yeah, well, if you're such a good person, then go put it in the trash where it belongs. No, too much effort. Maybe I'll just stand here and look at it. Haha, very funny. My window? Is there something wrong with my window? The bakery window. I just cleaned it today, but maybe there's something wrong with it? Should I show this to Leah? Okay. Is the window off? No. Oh. Come on, Coffee. It's your bakery. Alright, let me look again. It's something to do with the sign.
The sign's crooked.
Is it not supposed to be crooked? Is that not like an artistic...
I don't think it was when we played Bonnie.
The logo of my bakery. Huh. I feel like something's weird about it. Should I show this to Leah? Yes. Is the bakery logo crooked? Yeah, it's pretty bad. You both stare up at the sign, tilting your heads in unison before looking at each other and nodding. Yeah, that's definitely wrong. I think I have a ladder in the storage room. Here, let me go get it. I'll be right back. As Leah sprints off back to the bakery, you take a moment to appreciate the cool breeze. The night air is pleasantly chilly, and though it's been a slightly hectic day, You wouldn't mind having more days like this. As you wait for Leah to return, you hear footsteps. They sound like they're heading towards you, and fast. With increasing dread, you remember your employee's comment about the safety of the town. No, it couldn't be. You try to shake off your paranoia. I feel like it's normal to look if somebody's running, or just movement. But just in case, you head back into the bakery, making sure to lock the door behind you. What about Leah? Does Leah know? You glance out the window, sighing with relief when you don't see anything.
I said she went into the bakery to get the ladder. So.
Oh, okay. Until the door handle.
Oh, we're back at the beginning.
Begins to shake.
Is that the end then?
No! It's only I forgot that you told me it was only a demo. No. That means we have to wait! Cool. Wow. Sand dev, soup dev, desync dev, lemon dev, peach dev, sparkle dev. I think that's everyone. Wait. Tiny dev, kiwi, brand. Wow, look at all these people. Cool. So does that mean there's going to be an entirely new game coming out? How exciting. I wonder if this is before or...
It has to be before because they're not...
But her bakery's not on
kidnapped.
the... Oh, that's true. Oh no! Does that mean they're gonna die? I don't want all my friends to die.
Well, the first one to go missing will be Ron.
Right.
Then... Abby, then Leah, then Abe.
I wonder if I can save them somehow. Or free them?
Depends which ending of Bonnie's is the right one.
I don't know!
the one where we used all of our ingredients except for Abe, or...
It's the moose! Well, pretty freaking exciting. That is the end for today's stream, obviously.
Also, what was it? Lee lost both her arms.
She did?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Abby lost both legs, and then Ron lost one of each, and then Abe lost all.
I don't want to play this game. I don't want to play this game if that's what's gonna happen.
Because, yeah, I think that's how it was. I'd have to relook the pirate ending.
I'm nervous. Well, hopefully we can change history. Maybe that doesn't have to be canon, you know? Maybe. Hopefully. We'll have to wait and see. So, if you guys like this game, keep your eyes peeled, because obviously when the actual, I guess, full game comes out, we will probably check it out. 100%, most likely. Unless it comes out in chapters, then maybe we might wait. I'm not sure yet. We'll have to wait and see. Oh, cool. Freaky. That's Bonnie, I think.
Or it's the... Oh, this is what would have happened if you didn't stop her.
Oh. What are those?
I don't know. Want to click on them and see?
Okay. Abby walks into the kitchen. It's dark. Too dark. The lights should have been turned on by now. She thinks about flicking the light switch, but feels like it's too much effort for what it's worth. She's only going to be in the kitchen for a few minutes, after all. Her eyes instinctively glance at the counter beside the fridge.
I also walk in the darkness.
There's nothing on it. She grabs a cup from the coverage herself and pours some milk into it before setting it into the microwave. As the cup turns around and around, humming motorlessly, sponge nuggets. She stares at it with still eyes. She does not hear a scolding voice, nagging about how she shouldn't be staying up so late, even though a drink was already set out for her anyways. Feels off script. She continues to stare at the turning cup. The humming is deafening. If I get used to this, if I start building a new habit, would you ever existed in the first place? What?
Remember, her sister's missing. I'm guessing she used to live with her sister, and her sister used to do all these things.
She takes out the cup and drinks from it. A familiar warm feeling spreads throughout her body. She finishes the cup and rinses it in the sink. After she's done, Abby turns back to her bedroom. It's far too quiet in the kitchen. That's kind of sad. Ooh, Abe's point of view. Abe blinks his eyes, still trying to adjust to the light of his desk lamp. He groans, stretching his arms out to get the feeling back in his joints. He doesn't remember when he fell asleep. As his back presses against his chair, Abe looks up towards the ceiling, the only clean place in his house. He closes his eyes, waiting for them to stop singing. After glancing back down at his desk, though, he quickly shuts them again. Piles upon piles of missing persons reports, case files, and photos were strewn about haphazardly, covering most of every inch of the table. The only clean spots were the gaps left behind from when Abe took a nap. At least he had the foresight to do that before he passed out. He looks through the documents, trying to remember how he had to organize them. Oh. Was that Bonnie? Or her sister?
Well,
somebody.
The weird photo that, looked like Bonnie but wasn't Bonnie.
It takes nearly half an hour for him to piece together the loosely related cases and profiles, only to realize that he still couldn't remember his thought process from yesterday. His head is aching at this point, practically screaming at him for a coffee. Abe rolls out of his chair and looks down at his clothes. Luckily, he didn't bother changing yesterday. He grabs a coat and heads to the town.
Okay. A change of environment might help.
Abe's pretty freaking cool. As Abe approaches the local cafe, he can't help but notice how busy it is. Just thinking about walking in there worsens his headache. He almost resigns himself to his fate, but just before he walks in, he notices that a bakery around the corner is still open for business as well. He's not sure why, but he walks to the bakery and opens the door without hesitation. It's empty. And very quiet. Abe sits at the table near the register and waits. Surely, since the door was open, someone would be out to take his order eventually. Could hear faint humming of a coffee machine. The longer he sits at the empty bakery, the easier it is for him to think. Suddenly, he remembers why Case 4A was sitting on top of the missing child poster. The missing persons report filed 2 weeks ago was related to the one filed yesterday. Wow. Look at their faces. Many of the photos that he grouped together were of young, white-haired women with blue eyes. These connections, he had to write them down before he lost them again. Abe grabs the notepad he always carries around in his coat and begins writing furiously. As he finishes up his last thoughts, he hears a voice from behind the counter. Can I help you? Abe snaps out of his trance and looks over at the server. He didn't hear anyone come out from the kitchen. He didn't really need the coffee anymore, but he didn't feel comfortable just leaving either. He thought for a moment, then came to the conclusion that the coffee will help him think even more effectively.
A black coffee, please.
The server smiles and rushes to get a mug from the back. Abe looks down at his notepad in satisfaction before closing it and putting it back into his pocket. After the cup of coffee, he would go back to his desk and start reorganizing his work. Somehow, the thought of this makes his headache return. Maybe the coffee was going to be necessary after all. He pulls out his notepad again and starts writing. If he organized his thoughts here, it would surely make the process easier later. As the smell of coffee wafts through the air, Abe smiles and jots down a few words.
Baker around the corner, near the cafe.
Ooh. I guess I should do the other ones, right?
Yeah.
In a dark and desolate office, a single cubicle emanates an echo of keyboard types. Leah stares blankly at the computer screen, not bothering to look at the time. It's not like she has anything better to do after work anyways. The bakery's always closed by now. She finishes the last spreadsheet and sends the work to her team. After that, she pulls up her email and starts typing away. Dear Mr. Harold? Harold. I finished the last of the paperwork. Again, I apologize for submitting the late work. It won't happen again. Leah Bodig? Is that what we said?
Yeah.
Leah leans back into her chair and stares at the ceiling with no care in the world. Years ago, she would have felt angry and bitter about the late hours and non-existent free time, but presently, she's above all that junk. Why feel angry and bitter when you can just not do that? Type away, stay awake, and keep the track flowing with some pumps of adrenaline, baby. She pushes herself off her chair and opens the door to a stairway. She walks up and up until finally she reaches the door to her favorite place. Leah takes out a lockpick. Okay. No, she takes out the keys to her home. In just a few seconds, the door creaks open. Okay. A wave of fresh air caresses her face, inviting her onto the rooftop. She steps out and closes the door behind her, taking in the scenery, a vast darkness illuminated by unseen streetlights, empty and devoid of people. Leah chuckles to herself. I'm home! She laughs, but not at herself. Not at anything, really. She walks to the edge of the rooftop and climbs onto the railing before sitting on it. The wind gently drags it cold across her skin and she shivers. You know what kind of person sits on a rooftop railing all alone? That's right, baby. Cool guys. Cool people who don't have a care in the world, that's who. And I don't want nothing to care about... I don't want nothing to care about me neither. Woo! She raises her fist into the air, letting her legs take all the responsibility for the balancing act. That's right, superstar. Gotta let the cementing streets see this time this once in a lifetime, every night, one woman performance. Tell them what you want to hear. I'll keep getting cooler and cooler, baby. No one can stop me now. She frantically lifts her feet onto the railing and looks at the nearest building to hers. A spotlight appears in the neighboring rooftop. Oh yeah, Leah's talked the talk, but what matters most in show is the action. This performance has been on the back burner cooking for months, but she knows that this episode is ready to air now more than ever. It's showtime! What is she, a parkourer? Just as Leah's about to make a mad dash, her eyes catch a glimpse of a big old buzzkill. The spotlight dims as she focuses on the bakery with half-lidded eyes. She can hear the frantic scoldings already. Well, the show's canceled. See you losers next time. She slides off the railing and onto the rooftop. Maybe it won't happen today, but there's always next time. Was she just about to... This is a concerning one. Okay, I'm worried about all my friends. Okay, last one, and I'm guessing we all know whose it is. Oh no! Our power isn't strong enough. We need your help, everyone. Ron clenches his fists. He has to help them. Should I just read it constantly in a high-pitched voice? Is that what I should do? Just maintain it? But not yet. Now wasn't the time. Not until... Come on, everyone! Say it with us! Ron practically leaps out of his seat. Wait, do we say it together? Miracle Power Bee! He punches the air with the magical charm in one hand and a power gem in the other. I think we did it! We did it, everyone! Ron cheers, his face bright with excitement. This episode was always so engaging. Even though he had seen it at least 100 times at this point, Ron still feels the same energy he did when he was younger. He glances over at... Should I stop? Should I stop now? He glances over at the clock and immediately... What? It's almost time for a family dinner. Featuring the lovable cast of the emotionally unavailable father, the needlessly nitpicky mother, heart of stone grandfather, and much, much more. Okay. Of course he can't leave out Brad the braggart, his favorite second cousin who was much more successful than he was, or Cindy the sheep, a living, breathing water tank that never runs out of tears. He groans and turns off his computer. Maybe if he had someone to help him cast a spell, he would deal with all of the annoying questions they asked every month. With a miracle beam, he could smile as he purged the baddies. And after the climactic battle, he could go eat sweets with his friends. Oh. Ron lets out a bitter laugh.
Friends.
Oh, no.
Please.
In his world, friends were people to be bought. This is so sad. They were on your side so long as you had the funds to keep them there. You could think of 5 people at the top of his head who would throw him in a ditch the second they got the chance. But no matter how hard he racked his brain, he couldn't think of a single person that would stand by him when he needed help. And sure, he wasn't the nicest person, but even jerks have a posse of losers. I know this is that they can rely on, right?
It's supposed to be like Hamtaro.
What?
Oh,
I don't know. It's because of his status. That's why he has no friends. He tries to forget the group of kids laughing with each other at the banquets he attends. Those kids would grow up to be miserable, just like him. He remembers how the polite facades would drop immediately after everyone said their goodbyes. Surely everyone lives like this, right? It wasn't because he was an unlovable wrench. Oh, no. Wrench. Whatever. This is just how people are. This justification was just one of the few things keeping Ron sane. That and...
I'll be back soon, okay? Just wait for me.
Ron high-fives the poster on his wall, the cute, magical girl's hand forever stretched out to retrieve it. As he begins getting dressed, he casts a small spell on himself.
Today, again, I am confident and cool. No one can hurt me.
This is so sad. He brings his right arm up before clapping his 2 hands together.
Okay, let's do this.
Everything is so sad! Everything is so sad. The only one who's, like, not too sad is Abe, and he's the, like, emotionally unavailable detective character. What does that say? Well, return. And that's Pyun Pyun.
Pyun Pyun.
Pyun Pyun, heart-throbbing, endless love bakery. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I don't know how to feel. But, like I said, keep your eyes peeled because once the game comes out, we will definitely be playing it. I can't believe, like, I'm so excited, but I can't believe they actually made another game. Like, this is so funny and also terrifying at the same time.
Why? Because you know what happens to each of them?
I know what happens, and I want to avoid that now that I know them personally. So, we'll have to see how that goes. But anyway, keep your guys' eyes peeled. Hopefully you guys liked it. Do you have any inclination as to when the game might be?
No.
Okay. So just keep your eyes up. Notifications on, all that jazz. We will be streaming a new game, right? Next time?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're kind of in between games right now. We don't exactly have any plans. So, if you guys have any that you want to see us play, feel free to let us know. You can let us know in chat. Or, you let us know in chat. We stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So, the next time you're going to want to come is Wednesday. Or we upload all of our VODs over to our YouTube channel where you guys can go and check out. Oh, we have the entire playlist of Bonnie's Bakery. If you've never seen that, you should really check it out. It's really, really good and has a lot of information if you're confused as to what we were referencing. So check that out, and you can leave comments down below on all those videos, obviously, if you have a game that you want to see us stream. But yeah, check that out. Check out the other games we have available. Bonnie Bakery. Pretty much all of the games we play are like cute, but also slightly twisted. So I'm sure you'll find a lot that you might enjoy. If you want a sneak peek of the various games we have available, you can always go to our TikTok, our YouTube Shorts, or our Instagram Reels. Yeah, I think that's it.
Yep.
Sweet. Like, comment, subscribe, share, do whatever you feel like doing. We will appreciate it. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye!